keep it at the height.
It's been a while for us.
Okay, well, Kieran reopens the court a couple times.
That was mostly for my benefit, because I guess we already opened the court. What do we know?
Boss. Let's go, boss.
I don't know. Let's just roll.
You all right?
Yeah, thanks.
Their Majesties at this time are going to call forth their ladies in waiting and their other members of retinue. Hold on a minute. Baroness Rachel of Ashton is the head lady in waiting. Penelope Highfield. Kiriana McDonald. Sarah Bat Rubin. Alina Rose. Asheen Lark. Alethea and Elva? Elva? She's not here. And the other members of their royal household, Theodore of Trebizond is their chatelaine. Tatiana, cool last name, wardrobe coordinator. And Fiamma as your scribe. Can I stand up here?
Yes. First check in over a giant cat.
Run away.
Let her run away.
Okay, run away.
All right.
So, for the ladies in waiting, we've gone ahead and put together these bags. They have my name on them. 42 for the 42nd, right? So, we have yours. You get
It's a favor.
box.
Black box. Got it. Break the attack. They really wanted to have me for a moment. It was like their death premeditated, but I persevered.
Yes.
And Vincenzo, he can come forward as well as the historian when he's done taking pictures.
Take a picture of yourself there, Vinny.
Which these favors we're also using for the guard. And again, they have my name because I'm special. And our rank of 42nd.
So we thank all these people for their service to date, and certainly in the future. Please know that when you see one of our favors, please know that they come and act on our behalf, and give them the courtesy and know that if they make a request of you, it is in our name.
And please be kind to us using our name. Appreciate it. Because it's going to be your fault anyways, so.
It takes a lot of work and a lot of help to make a ring function smoothly, and these people are all part of that, so we have our greatest thanks.
Thank you very much, everybody.
For the ladies in waiting and other retinue family, viva!
Viva! Viva! Viva! Take a picture of yourself. There you go.
Oh, that'd be great.
Your Majesties will call before them Aegina dispenser.
Yeah, you. we get to do is give out awards. Sometimes it's recognized by the kingdom or the society for service. Sometimes it's for arts and sciences. Sometimes it's for fighting. And sometimes, it's doing so good. And sometimes it's just because we want to.
Aegina. Some, I believe, 31, 32 years ago.
I am not one to question.
I had the great pleasure of competing in the Defenders List to defeat the salmon swimming demon de Capata. And with my greatest honor still, to name you Lady Shrimp Bait at the time. This is an event that carries a piece of regalia that is much treasured in our society. It is one of the few pieces of headgear that our kingdom allows to be worn by people who are not of royal estate. You have it? It's a good thing.
However you like to choose.
And now, we get to place upon your brow a more permanent recognition of our affection and our deep and lasting love and our appreciation for a lifetime of friendship and counsel. It is our greatest pleasure today to name you Baroness Aegina Dispenser.
And is given in appreciation of their contribution to our realm. We, Sean and Sigrid, by right of arms, king and queen of all Artemisia, have long known the work, prowess, and artistry rendered to the service of the dream by our beloved friend, Aegina Dispenser. By these letters know that we confer upon her the title of Baroness of the Court of Artemisia. She is granted the rights and responsibilities of this rank. Let none take it into their hearts to challenge our will in this matter. Done this 10th day of March, being the feast day of St. John in the 52nd year of our society, being 2018 in the common reckoning. Sean, Rex, Sigrid, Regina, calligraphy and illumination by your sister Amanda.
And the coronet is a work of your parents.
Obviously, the case. There's a letter in here from them. Unfortunately, we don't have to change it.
Your Excellency.
For the newest Baroness of Artemisia, viva!
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 Their Majesties will call into their presence, Loveday. Why, thank you.
How are you?
A little apprehensive.
So Loveday has served as Barony Seneschal for some time now, and over the course of the last 6 months or so, we have dealings with her regarding a couple of events that we have archived. And we have had an opportunity through that to see the tremendous amount of work that she is doing for the Barony and thereby for the kingdom. And it is my great pleasure to recognize such service. I'm sure it's her privilege too. Are you privileged? Silver May?
Right mindful of the exceptional service rendered into the crowning kingdom by Loveday as Seneschal of the Barony of Loch Salann. Now, therefore, are we, Sean Kruger and Sigrid Drottning of all Armenia, are pleased to invite her into the most noble order of the Golden Pillar of Armenia. Upon her, confer all rights and responsibilities as are commensurate with such an honor from this day forward, given as is our hard-fought right by our house on the 10th of March, Anno Susquehannas 52, being 2018 in the Common Era, at our coronation, Sean Kruger, Sigrid Drottning, scrolling.
And just to be clear, it is not just her service as a gender, it's her service overall. She didn't do just one thing, although it is a big one.
It is a pleasure to recognize members of our populace for their works. The translations are.
I got interrupted.
It is our pleasure this crown to recognize those based on recommendations. It is a greater pleasure still to be able to recognize people based on the works that we see for ourselves. Thank you so much.
For the newest member of the Order of the Golden Pillar, Viva! 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 Their Majesties will call before the Ladyship Marguerite, who has an announcement.
Alright, so I know there's been some questions about the Kingdom Camping event. So I'm very pleased to announce that the Kingdom will be hosting a camping event this summer. It is actually being overlaid, if there are any questions about it, on top of Baron's Wharf. And we are calling it the King's Road because the intent is to be a traveling Kingdom camping event. So it is July 19th through the 22nd. It is being held at Curlew Campground, which is right on the Idaho border, so really good access for everybody. A lot of things have already been announced. We're holding a youth combat symposium. We're holding a 2-day collegium. We are holding the Kingdom Archery and Thrown Weapons Championships. We are holding a large kingdom-wide ANS display called the Display of Dreams. Additionally, we are also hosting the Rose and Butterfly Tournament for the rapier fighters. And there's also going to be a kingdom-wide brewing competition on the Friday night. So we really are looking forward to having lots of stuff, lots of things for everyone. And that is what I have. July 19th to 22nd. Details will also be on the Loch Salann website since we are hosting it, and the Facebook group. So.
So there is no confusion because of time and the amount of business that our inputs will have. We are going to leave them to the end of our board orientation. Thank you. Excellencies of 1,000 Eyes. Over in the weather desk.
Hero of the court of Alan and Evelyn, Baron and Baroness of 1,000 Eyes. Who is begot? Oh, no, I'm sorry. We already did that first. We call forth Alfred.
So I just wanted to let everybody know that next weekend in the Barony of 1,000 Eyes, we're going to be having our Baroness's Champion. We do have a Baroness's Quest this year, and it is to make an mundane item into an SEA item. Feel free to come fight. We're going to have heavy fighting. We're going to have rapier fighting. We're going to have a thrown weapons tournament. We're going to have a feast, which is An Irish feast. Oh, and there's also going to be a food drive. So we ask that you bring a can of food.
For 3.
Lots of fun. Yeah. It's always a great time.
A lot of great people there.
Your Excellencies, call forth Chalet.
By the way, I'm the feast steward, so for next weekend, so everybody can. I am up here to speak on behalf of Her Excellency Simone, who is the event steward for Uprising. There has been? What? Oh, and your co, or Tomas.
Let's not forget that.
Okay. And the Tomas, who, let's not forget him. Okay. There has been some issues with the changing of our website, and so unfortunately it is still not up, but I am working with a few other people to get a Facebook page up, an event page about Uprising that will also have links to the pre-registration, which is being handled a little bit differently this year due to some changes in kingdom policy. We are doing a pre-reg, which is as normal. You have to give in your land allotments, the camp sizes, and things like that. But we are not, and I repeat, not accepting any money up front. You will pre-reg, you will check in at the gate, you will get the pre-reg fees if you're pre-reg, otherwise it will be as normal. In order to do a pre-reg, there was a lot of involved paperwork and everything else, and we just elected as a barony not to do that. We will be doing land allocations, so get your land allocations, your groups, and all that. We will be merchanting. Anybody that wants to merchant needs to contact the merchant steward, which is me, and we will get you set up around the Merchant Square. The dates for Uprising are June 13th through the 17th. And, let's see, I can't read my own writing, so sorry I don't have my glasses. Okay, anyone wishing to schedule a class, please contact the Barony on MOAS. Anybody wanting any business or things to be taken care of, contact the event steward. And we hope to see everybody there. And once again, we apologize immensely for the problems with our web page. But unfortunately, Webb is not very nice to us right now, so he's got to go somewhere. But we're going to get it up and going. Just have patience with us. Thank you.
So we have one final little bit of business here. Your Majesties, and Your Excellency specifically, approximately 27 years ago at the Fender tournament, we had the feast, or had the great opportunity to fight in that tournament, and the Baron and Baroness had a token of chivalry that they observed, and I was so fortunate to receive that this day. And so, Your Excellencies, I would like to pass this on, that you may pass this on, to someone this day who exemplified chivalry, and we should emphasize that above all else. Winning is wonderful, but to win right and win chivalrically is really what this is about. So this is a token of that I wanted to put back into the mix. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sure that there was very good fighting today. The winner of that will be most nobly noted. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's all we got.
Hearing closes. Back to you.
Do the Excellencies of Sentinels keep have words?
Pray heed the word.
Did you
have as great a time as I did? Yes. The fighting was wonderful. The sunshine was more than wonderful. The warmth, the hospitality, the fact that I have only 5, count them, 5 cookbooks to take back to hometown. That is it. So if you did not get yours earlier today, you have a chance to come see me, or you can come to Spring Feast, which is in 2 weeks, with the Polish supper and the nice feast, and just like Mama made it. So I've been told by a nice Polish boy that we all know as Master Pavel. It's been wonderful. It was a great day. It's my first time at Defenders. So we had a great time. The fighting was marvelous. Some of those shots were just acrobatic and just beautiful. So thank you, fighters. I found myself bobbing and weaving with the fighters as I was standing in the line. It was wonderful. Looking forward to a great feast.
We have, besides Spring Feast, we have coming up Hell's Gate from June 28th to July 1st. It will be down by Dillon, which is probably 150 miles from here. No, from 1,000 Eyes, so much closer.
New site, very close, not in town, but very close to town.
Yeah, there's a very nice creek there. The fighting, all you can stand. Wonderful sight, archery, throw weapons. Very glad to have you come.
More details to follow. The dates in mind.
I've had a very excellent time. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So thank you very much.
To the Excellencies of Griffin's Lair have words this evening.
Here and there opens the court of their Excellencies Griffin's Lair.
Hi guys! Hi! So, who got to fight today?
Woohoo!
We had an amazing time fighting today. Thank you everyone that I got to play to cross swords with. It was amazing fighting. We have even more amazing fun fighting coming up at Quest. Quest is going to be Memorial Weekend, just outside of the Griffin's Lair. In addition to a quest, because hey, it's called Quest.
The quest for the Holy Grail.
Quest for the Grail. We will also, for those of you who pull the bow, we will be having the first in Artemisia 100-arrow shoot, because I have written permission to do that. So we'll be doing the 100-arrow shoot. The prize for the 100-arrow shoot is a dozen custom arrows. Good prize.
Made by me.
Oh, and we'll make to your specification for your specific bow a dozen arrows. We also have Burger Burn set up for Saturday. There will be a soup feed, so that you don't have to worry about cooking when you're setting up on Friday. And the finals for the 100 arrow will be on Sunday. So we got a lot of really cool, amazingly fun things planned for Quest. So come to Quest Memorial Day and hang out with us.
Absolutely. Master Gio, would you be willing to come and do the announcement?
Just a pop on this. I understand time is short, so I will keep it short as well. I'm going to give you a shameless plug for our event that's coming up in 2 weeks' time down at the Arrow Flight area. Mystery event. It should be a lot of fun. It is our province's Arts and Sciences Championship. So there should be some really great displays there. There will be fighting, but hopefully it will be overshadowed by the Arts and Sciences. So, thank you.
Herein closes the court of their Excellencies.
Their Excellencies of Loch Salann have three words.
I'm sorry.
Here then reopens the court of Aylwin and Amanda, Baron and Baroness of the most ancient noble Loch.
Thank you once again, one and all, for coming and enjoying the day with us. Did you have fun? I certainly had a blast watching
watching and looking through the arts and sciences competitions and displays and wow on the field and mirror your observations, and it was just a true pleasure to watch the feats of arms on the field today. And we do have a few things of business because those tournaments now granted us champions.
I just want to say, if any of our fighters go home and they're not completely exhausted tonight, it's your own fault.
Your queen has spoken.
Their Excellencies would call before them His Grace Timur, Her Ladyship Maysoon, and Lord Hebert to swear their oaths as new baronial officers.
You-ish.
Thank you.
I was first let me to win something. I win 2 years of work.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies. That's all right. I've got this.
Oh Lord, it's been like 2-5 hours.
Beloved friends, this barony does not run without those of you who are willing to take on the job part. I am so incredibly grateful. Hey, I've got your letter of intent. It was on a napkin and it wasn't even in crayon. Thank you so much for your willingness to serve this barony. We would ask now for your oath of service to the barony. Please place your hand upon the
This day do I. This do I, Timur. Swear my oath of service to the Baroness, to their Excellencies, the Loch Salann, as the office of Shadow Lake.
You let Timur be your shadow?
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry.
It's going to be fun.
I swear to fabulous job in office. And work with their Excellencies. Work with their Excellencies. To help them better. To help them better. So say I. So say I. So say I.
We hear your oaths and we know them to be true.
Oh, very true.
And we very much look forward to it.
We will do all in our power to support you in your office. And if there's aught that you need of us, you have but to ask. Her Majesty spoken. Thank you so much.
For these wonderful people who helped run the barony and His Grace Timur, Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Their Excellencies call before them Simon of the Black Hands.
Noble Simon, today we watched upon the field as you defeated opponent after opponent in one of the most grueling, challenging, time-looking tournaments, and you ended victorious. And as such, it is now your duty for this next year to protect the barony of Loch Salann from the saline-swilling demon decapod and anyone else who attempts to attack us.
We have no idea of what you speak.
And with that,
Pray heed to our words, for as of this day, Simon of the Black Hand, by might of arms, has conquered the great brine shrimp and won the title of Defender of the Barony of Loch Salann, and shall be henceforth known as Conqueror of the great brine shrimp, and shall be entitled to the honor and duties associated with this title. Done this 10th day of March, Anno Societatis 52, being the year 2018 Gregorian, at this annual celebration of the discovery of civilization in the Great Salt Waste. Yea, verily, unto all these lands of Artemisia. Be it also known that on this very day, Malice of the Black Hand, having been chosen by the defender of the barony and conqueror of the great brine shrimp, as the bait most likely to lure the great brine shrimp from his lair, in recognition of her specialized abilities, she shall be known as Lady Shrimp Bait for the time the conqueror is charged with defending the barony from that great saline, swilling demon decapod. Signed this 10th day of March, Anno Societatis 52, being the year 2018 Gregorian. Elwyn, Baron, Amanda, Baroness, both scrolls, calligraphy, and illumination done by Her Excellency Leia Dispenser, the First Lady Brine Shrimp.
And for your lady, the crown for the bride shrimp lady, and a box to keep it in.
Her Excellency and I were very happy to be able to contribute the gifts for our champions this day, and these ceramics were made by our own hands. So congratulations. Guard member. Yes.
Thank you so much.
For the newest defender of Loch Salann and Lady Shrimp Bait, Vivat!
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 And although it is our tradition to, on this evening, hear the story of how the brine shrimp was conquered, in the honoring of time, we will be hearing those stories at Melee Madness.
Yes. Their Excellencies call before them Master Elias Tygar and Valentina.
Oh my word, it was such an amazing thing to watch you fight today. And for that matter, all contestants, again, I was just blown away by the chivalry and courtesy on the field. And we were so happy to see your finals as you possessed true and won this honor for your lady. And we thank you so much for your continued service through the barony and its defense.
Behold the triumphant victory won today against the ghastly Damon Decapod, who arose from the darkest depths of the Great Salt Waste to torment the fine citizens of our great barony of Loch Salann. Today we celebrate the majestic grace and skill with the rapier blade that has defeated this evil, salty scum as we honor Elias Tygar and name them Rapier Defender of Loch Salann. We charge this noble with the ongoing task of protecting our barony from any and all foes, be they human or briny beast. Done this day at our Defenders Tournament, held on the 10th of March, Anno Societatis 52, being the year 2018 in the Common Era. And be it known that Valentina has been chosen by her lord, Rapier Conqueror of the Great Brine Shrimp, as the sleek epee bait most likely to lure the Great Brine Shrimp from his Loch Salann lair and foil his plans. In recognition of these specialized abilities, she shall be known as Lady Shrimp Bait for that time that her lord is charged with defending the barony from the great saline swilling Damon Decapod. Signed this 10th day of March, Anno Societatis 52, being 2018 in the Common Era. Aylwin, Baron, Amanda, Baroness. Calligraphy and illumination on the Rapier Defenders by Pearware, and on Lady Shrimp Baits by Casimir.
And we know that we are safe.
Yes, you are.
For the newest Rapier Defender and Lady Shrimp Bait, Viva!
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 Their Excellencies call before them Henry Dispenser and Strawn.
Your Excellency, Stern had to take leave, and as his mother's main representative.
Please.
We have been so happy to have your participation in bringing back one of my personally favorite traditions of the Barony, is having the youth combat program once again on its feet. So thank you to all of the families and those of you who have been working behind the scenes these past few years to help make that happen. And we are happy, so happy, to reward you with your earned championships today.
Pray heed to the words of the herald, for this day do we Aylwin Baron and Amanda Baroness of Loch Salann name Henry Dispenser as Junior Youth Heavy Weapons Champion and Strong as Youth Heavy Weapons Champion for the Barony of Loch Salann. You are entitled to carry the champion's shield when my daughter quits dropping them across the back of my knee, and to process with us into court for the coming year. You are further charged to always represent the Barony of Loch Salann through your courteous and chivalrous behavior, both on and off the field. Aylwin Baron, Amanda Baroness. Calligraphy and illumination on the scrolls by Her Excellency Mistress Leia. For the newest youth champions of the Barony, Viva!
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 Let's not go too far. Just come stay right here.
As a matter of fact,
Henry, today during the arts and sciences, you entered 3 amazing pieces of work, well documented, well displayed, showing your continued growth in the arts and sciences. And once again, we are honored to do this.
Youth of the Barony of Loch Salann are well known for their skills, particularly in the arts and sciences. Today, Henry Dispenser has demonstrated this skill by producing fine works for our baronial arts and sciences competition. We now declare them the Youth Arts and Sciences Champion at Defenders Tournament, held this 10th day of March, Anno Societatis 52, being the year 2018 Gregorian. Aylwin Baron, Amanda Baroness. Calligraphy and illumination by Pearware.
And here's this.
a warrior and an artist.
Aegina, watch out for this one.
For the newest Youth Arts and Sciences Champion of the Barony, Vivat!
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 Their Excellencies call before them His Lordship Connell.
Connell, you may have been here a few little bits ago, where I was charged by my good cousin Alan to select somebody who I felt had shown the true spirit of the dream in all of their actions today, and whose nobility and chivalry upon the field were worthy of merit. And so, in honor of the fact that you inspire me, please carry this forward.
For the inspiration and chivalry shown by His Lordship Connell, Vivat!
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 Vivat! You did good.
Their Excellencies call forward Maysoon.
Good, Maysoon. Have you words for the populace with regards to arts and sciences?
I do. May I trust your comment? We had a fantastic arts and sciences competition today. I hope that you had an opportunity to see the amazing works that the members of our Barony put forward. In the Barony, we have both a youth champion, who you just saw awarded. We also have a champion and a defender. The defender is chosen by their Excellencies and myself from someone that we have seen do a great deal of work and who comes forward to display what they have done and puts a lot of time into teaching and sharing the arts and sciences in our Barony. Today it was chosen from one of the members of our populace who displayed. She displayed some lovely scribal work that she has done. She is always teaching, and she does a lot of scrolls for people and a lot of other things as well. Our baronial arts and sciences defender is Mistress Heloise.
Good, Mistress. Wasn't very long ago that we talked about this. And I have never been so happy as to be able to recognize you as who you truly have always been, the defender of arts and sciences for Loch Salann. Works for me. I'll take the extra one.
For the newest Arts and Sciences Defender of the Barony, Vivat!
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 Our arts and sciences champion was also chosen through competition. This is another person who does a great deal of work and who is constantly teaching and sharing everything that she knows. Our arts and sciences champion is the Honorable Lady Marguerite.
On this 10th day of March, Anno Societatis 52, their Excellencies did summon all artisans to show their... Harold's how to read after being in the back. Their prowess and spread renown of the artists of the Barony by holding a grand competition. Many talented individuals entered. One stood victorious. Marguerite de Fenonay is hereby named Arts and Sciences Champion of Loch Salann. Elwyn Baron, Amanda Baroness, and scroll was obviously by His Grace Timmer because there's no name on it.
It was Heloise. Or Heloise.
Or Heloise, that's probably better.
No crying involved. So.
Thank you so much to all of the artisans who joined us and entered their items into.
For the newest Arts and Sciences Champion of the Barony, Vivat! 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 Vivat!
Thank you so much to everybody who entered and displayed. It was an amazing thing to see. I'm always impressed by all the artisans of our Barony. If you entered, please come see me after court for your judging sheets. There were some fantastic comments, so please come get those from me. Thank you.
Their Excellencies call before them Her Excellency Victus. Bringing the money she's winning as well.
In this position, I have a unique privilege of being able to watch and see those who I feel truly inspire others by their conduct, by their behavior upon the field. I also take counsel with the chivalry of our Barony. And between their counsel and my own eyes witness, I have decided that you will bear my favor for this next year as the Baroness's champion.
Let all shout their praise to the brave heavy fighters who protect our beautiful and wise Baroness from the evil decapod of the dreary salt waste. Today, Her Excellency Amanda Dispenser does give special recognition to Victus for showing great skill and honor in her defense, done this 10th day of March Anno Societatis 52, being the year 2018 in the Common Era. Amanda, Baroness.
Rebecca.
And the scroll is by Rebecca.
And this is yours to carry for the next year. Thank you so much.
For Her Excellency's new champion, Vivat! 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 Their Excellencies call before them Grant.
Grant, today I witnessed upon the field someone whose spirit and joy calls to my heart. Watching you in fight after fight. In truth, it seemed like there was more joy coming from you, although the death certainly followed that. In truth, that joy is what inspires me. And so for this coming year, I name you my champion of the week.
Be it known to all and sundry that Grant, by right of arms and chivalrous acts, has earned the honor of being the champion of Amanda, the Baroness of Loch Salann. You are charged with the duty of defending the honor of the barony and of its baroness when called upon to do so. You are further charged to show by continued courteous examples the ideals of chivalry that have won you the honor and right to bear my favor. Done this 10th day of March, being the feast day of St. Adonis, AS 52 and 2018 in the Common Era. Now wait, because there's another one here. Let all shout their praise to the brave rapier fighters who protect our beautiful and wise Baroness from the evil decapod of the Drury Salt Waste. Today, Her Excellency Amanda Dispenser does give special recognition to Grant for showing great skill and honor in her defense. Done this 10th day of March on Associatus 52, being the year 2018 in the Common Era, Amanda Baroness. This one is by Rebecca, I'm assuming, because it looks like the other one, and this one is by Her Excellency Amanda. For Her Excellency's new Rapier Champion, Vivant! 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 There being absolutely no further business in their Excellency's court hearing, closes the court of Aylwin and Amanda, Baron and Baroness of Loch Salann.
So, Laurels, this message is for you mainly. However, it is also for your students and anyone that wants to do arts and sciences. Mainly for those that have started a project for themselves and have not been able to finish that project because, well, you're Laurels and you end up doing things for other people. My charge to you, my wish, is that you will finish that project or at least make some great progress during our reign. I don't want anything from you. I want you to do something for yourselves. I know that this being our third reign, we get things all the time, and don't get me wrong, those are awesome and wonderful and we can always use them. But it is time for you to finish that project that has been sitting in the corner because you haven't been able to get to it. It is time for you to do something for yourselves. That is my wish for our reign, for our Laurels, their students, and anyone else that has a project that just hasn't been able to get done. And that's kind of all I have.
Thinking out loud.
So we want to thank everyone who has participated thus far in our fundraiser for the Kingdom Travel Fund, and that was most of you. So we got the pint glasses with the Kingdom arms on them. I brought 8 dozen of them today, and we have 11 left. So thank you all for your great contributions. We do still have some that we'll be bringing to Thousand Eyes next weekend. There are lots of people there are lots of people from the north that had asked specifically for some, and due to the popularity based on today alone, Kingdom Financial Committee has agreed to do another run. So we will have more available throughout the reign. Thank you again for participating in that. We're glad to see that you guys like them as much as we do, and I can tell you I have tested those pint glasses thoroughly. I can assure you.
No leaks at all.
No leaks at all. They work perfectly.
But there's that big
so
hole
thank
in
you
the
all for
top.
that, and we will be doing some more. So we will have those available throughout the reign, and encourage everyone to buy some more. Great times.
Thank you for your service in actually in testing those. Throw it down.
Yeah. And so our Bard of Artemisia competition, as many of you know, we've been doing things a little bit differently this time around. We were taking entries for the competition throughout several events, this one included. So anyone who is participating in the Bard of Artemisia, or the Bard of Loch Salann competition, if you would like your entry to be counted for the Bard of Artemisia as well, please let us know as you come to do your performance, and you'll be included in that. Our intent is to take several entries from throughout the kingdom, and then we will select 3 finalists to give a performance at Crown Tourney. So we have a few events left. Again, in Thousand Eyes next weekend, we'll be doing this as well, and we will take entries for that at any time. But for tonight, those who are entering, if you wish to have yours counted for part of our division as well, please let us know.
Their Majesties, we call before them Alfred the Stout and Drayton Botel.
Yeah, it is. But use it.
I'm not going to argue with you about that. Oh my gosh. What a day. What wonderful tournaments. You both won your tournaments. But I have to say, you had some pretty good competition. I am ecstatic. I am honored to see you both in front of me as my champion. I know it is considered an honor for you, but know that it is an honor for me as well.
Gentlemen, it was pointed out to us earlier this afternoon after the lists were completed by our good friend, His Excellency Lachlan, that we end up with the same champions that they had. Minus one notable exception, of course, as I stood as King's Champion for Women's One. We are delighted with your performance, and as Her Majesty said, not only did you emerge victorious in your list, but you did so handily. We were very pleased with the progress of both of you. I have witnessed firsthand the service that you have provided to the Crown of Artemisia, and it is our great honor to have you serve in this capacity as well.
Alfred the Stout, defend the Queen, protect the people, champion the kingdom. Queen's champion of Artemisia, March 10th on Associated House 52. Sigrid Drotnik. Drayton Botel, defend our Queen. She's our greatest treasure, the example of Artemisian grace and beauty. Sable Rose champion, Sigrid Drotnik. I did those.
Oh, actually, that.
Oh, and Elias. Master Elias, will you attend this, please, real quick? Sir, yes, you and then.
You have words concerning the, I understand it was your bright idea anyway.
Yes, please.
So, as you know, I am the outgoing rapier champion, and I've worn that a time or two before. And over the years, I've noticed, well, it's been around longer than I have. And it has served this kingdom oh so very well. It is recognized in all of our surrounding kingdoms and feared. But it has gotten old. It has gotten worn. And I felt, as champion, it was time that I should do something about it. But I don't have those sort of sewing skills. So I asked a Lady of the Rose and my friend, Mr. Saja, if she would be willing to put in the time and effort and energy to make a new one.
And for the first time, it represents the Queen.
Elias. Very good. You have served as my champion when I was Baroness of Loch Salann. You have served me twice as Queen of Artemisia. I am so grateful. Not that there weren't others worthy, but thank you. Oh, sorry guys. Well, apparently you get hair. This. And it does indeed, for those of you that didn't see, represent the Queen as well. I know as well. There's all kinds of other cool shit. Bucklers of like, don't really hit anybody with that because that would really, I'm just saying, those kinds of everything. Wow. I don't remember who started this one kingdom.
Wolfram.
And this one?
Before my time.
Alright, well, pretty dang cool too. Sorry. Apparently, we need to get on the regalia for the champion.
So,
We failed.
gentlemen.
Oh,
Hey, there's
more stuff for him.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Apparently, the rapier guys are a little bit like favored.
We need choices. We need choices.
Gotta properly accessorize the outfit.
Of course. It's all about the accessories.
But, well, I know this
But wait, there's more.
There's more. I was talking to
Gentlemen, as I had noted, you had served, you together, had served their excellencies Lachlan and Victor, and I served with you as King's Champion. In the interest of time throughout the day, we had decided to forego the King's Champion list, and I've decided to name a champion myself. And tonight I would ask His Grace Timber to join me. Your Grace,
Your Majesty, here we go again.
I once served you as King's Champion. Most notably, taken upon myself the job of saving you from yourself. I charge you now to do the same for me, as you always have.
Your Majesty, for over 20 years, we have been at each other's beck and call. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to go forth and serve the crown and kingdom in your name, if that is your will.
It is indeed. This chain of A's harkens back to the days of a principality. In addition to those who wears the crown, in addition to those by the champion of arts and sciences, this is the other chain of A's that is allowed to be worn by somebody other than the crown. This sword that we now have for King's Champion was the original sword of state for the Principality of Artemisia. And as such, it bears the arms of the Principality, minus the crown. This has a long and storied history in our kingdom throughout our years as a Principality. And as you and I have both carried this sword, you know what an honor it is. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Scroll.
Timmer. Focus. Defend the king. Protect the people. Champion the kingdom. King's Champion, Artemisia, March 10th, Anno Societatis 52, Sean Kuniger. For the champions of Artemisia, vivat! 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 Members of the Order of Defense, come forward and attend their majesties. The crown calls before them. Don Lawrence Bacon.
He got cold feet, ran away.
Present arms. Arch. Your Majesties, at your request, I herald in one of, if not the most savory, salty, sizzling, and dare I say, deathly fighters in all of our region.
especially if you have high cholesterol. For those here that are not familiar with this particular brand, let me enlighten you. Ermine and Gotland, Lawrence Bacon, Order of Golden Scarf, Lawrence Bacon, Defender of the White Scarf, Lawrence Bacon, newest Vigilant for the Order of Defense, Lawrence Bacon. Order of Arms.
Lawrence, some time ago, to contemplate the rhetorical question. And at this time, we present it to you. Is it your intent to accept from our hands the right and noble order of defense?
Yes, it is, Your Majesty.
Is there a color? It's in the box.
First, you will pass it around to the members of the order you are about to be promoted. Is there a member of the chivalry that will speak on his behalf? Sorry.
I will. Your Majesties, with your permission.
Yes, please.
My lords, my ladies, assembled barons and baronesses, and assembled populace. Before you now, kneels Lawrence Bacon. Now, when we choose a peer in our society, we look at their prowess. We look at their largesse. We look at their loyalty. We look at their franchise. We look at their courtesy. And we look at their faith. When I look for these virtues in Bacon, I find them. And I am happy to speak for Lawrence Bacon as a master of defense.
Is there a member of the Order of Laurel who will speak on this man's behalf?
Your Majesties, I am Master Elias Thear, and with your permission, I would like to speak on behalf of this man. Good populace. Years ago, Lawrence was rather excited about Shakespeare. I still is. But I remember one day his excitement was bubbling over and he was pressuring me to, come on, Elias, you should do a piece. Shakespeare's awesome. And of course, after being nagged for a while, I finally said, okay, fine, I will do a piece someday. Just to get him to leave me alone. But today, Lawrence, I keep that promise to you. But I want everyone to know that these words are for Lawrence, about Lawrence. And while they were originally written by Shakespeare, they've been heavily edited by me and probably poorly spoken by myself as well. Here we go. All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his life plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, Lawrence the newbie, oohing and awing at his first glimpses of the dream. And then, the member, sighing like a furnace with a glistening sword, clothing made by himself. Then, the excited student, with his new cadet scarf a shining face, puppy excitement, trotting off to the field. And then the player, full of strange oaths and bearded like a pard, jealous in honor, yet so happy for others. Seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice. In fair round, maybe not, he's still skinny. Calm and thoughtful words, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and good counsel. And so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts into the peerage. He must learn and grow, with students to teach and others to guide. This youthful play, well saved, a dream so wide, for his work begin, new path starting, turning again towards dreaming the dream. Hopes and ideas have no bound. Last scene of all, what ends this strange, eventful history is yet to be written. And no true ending be. At words, what actions, what adventures are still to see. Lawrence, you are a man of the theater. You have used your skills to entertain many of us, myself included. You have performed around the campfires, in bardies, both for Loch Salann and the Kingdom. You've won a few of those. You have helped others perform, even for singing. Your Majesties, I happily and strongly recommend this man.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelicans that will speak for this man?
May I address?
I am Baroness Casimira, member of the Order of the Pelican, and this gentleman first caught my attraction because of the art and the theater. And what he became very close in my heart. And as a member of the Pelican, what I also saw was how he engaged other people, a lot of newcomers, or people new to the rapier community, to get them involved in this dream that we share. And for that service, I recommend this gentleman be admitted to the order. Thank you.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who will speak on this man's behalf?
Your Majesty, I would have words about this man. I'm so happy to report that they are good. Lawrence has been my friend for many, many years. I remember him coming into the SCA, that lovely gray sweatshirt that he used for armor for many a practice. So glad that's gone. This man has always been skilled with the blade. Even from the first few practices that he's attended. You know, I joke around a lot that I can beat him at my win. That is not true. Every time I fight this man, he gives me an extraordinary fight that I am lucky to escape with. I cannot think of a better person that I can hold the doors for this man.
Is there a member of the Lady of the Rose that will speak for this gentleman? Your Majesties, if I may address your populace, please.
Your Excellencies, good populace, I am Duchess Sage Fesch-Lorenz. I've been honored to twice sit on these thrones, and as a Lady of the Rose, I most heartily recommend Lawrence. The very first time I met this gentleman, I was a queen at the time. He followed me around like a puppy. He served and served and served until I absolutely had to make him one of my courtiers. He continued to serve and protect and honor every queen since. Lawrence, I cannot tell you how pleased I am to be here to represent you today. Elias spoke about your persistence, as did I. Raven spoke about your virtues, your peer-like qualities, and I would also agree with him. I see those things as you honor every queen, as you remember every past queen, and as you unfailingly provide service to this kingdom. Thank you, Your Majesties, for recommending and for honoring and recognizing this amazing man.
Is there a member of the populace who will speak on this man's behalf?
There is, Your Majesties, if I may. I am Lordship Drayden Botel, and this man is a great friend of mine for many years. I remember one of his first fighter practices where he barely knew which end of the sword went into the other guy. I remember being able to work with him and teach him as a friend, and how new of a feeling that was for me to be able to teach someone, and the excitement that he shared for the game we all play. I went on a pilgrimage for 2 years to the old land, and let me tell you, this man was a sight to behold when I came home. I remember finaling with him in tournaments and fighting alongside him in many melees. There is no one I could recommend more for this honor. Thank you.
Lawrence. At this time, we have your baptism. Herein, do we wash your hands and cleanse you, not to wipe away the old, but to reveal the new in Lawrence Bacon. This is information.
Will the members of the Order of Defense please join me?
I, Lawrence Bacon,
Shall be a true subject
to the crown of Artemisia
and all their successors
and all of their successors
as a master of defense.
as a master of defense.
I shall uphold,
maintain and keep
all such articles
as shall be declared unto me.
I shall be a true master of defense.
I shall be a true master of defense
From this day forward.
to the last day of my life.
To the last day of my life.
Loving truth.
Hating falsehood.
I shall not teach any suspect person.
I shall not teach any suspect person.
Such as murderers.
Thieves. Drunkards.
Or any I know.
To be common quarrelers.
If I come to any manner of play.
If I come to any manner of play.
With weapons concerning our discipline.
I shall without favor
or hatred.
Give true judgment.
Give true judgment.
Of that which I see that.
Of that which I see that.
I shall not cause
I shall not cause
any oath
to
be given in my name.
To be given in my name.
By any person.
By any person.
Under the degree of provost.
Under the degree of provost.
So say I.
So say I, Lawrence Bacon.
And do we?
Sigrid.
And we, Sean, hear your oath.
Thank you.
And do accept it. And do for our part swear to protect you and your household. And to encourage you in the furtherment of your arts and your disciplines in this order. These things we swear to you until these crowns shall pass from our hands, death take us, or the world ends.
Before I do this part, we have reigned twice for this kingdom. In those times, it has fallen. That at that time, there were no white scarves to be made. In this, our third reign, it is my great honor to be able to dub you once for courtesy, once for chivalry, and finally dub you Master of Defense. Because it is you, because it is this order, it is my great to place this on you. As you join the order,
Let it be known to all herein assembled, and to all to whom these presents come, that on this day we, Sean and Sigrid, monarchs of the sovereign realm of glorious Artemisia, recognize the nobility, chivalry, and skill with the blade of our beloved subject, Lawrence Bacon, and do elevate him unto the honorable rank of Master of Defense. We hereby confer upon him the sole and exclusive right to bear these arms by letters patent, gules, abore rampant argent, within a bordure party per embattled sable and argent. Done by our hands this 10th day of March, Anno Societatis 52, being 2018 in the Common Era, Sean Kuniger, Sigrid Retinue, calligraphy and illumination by Her Grace Karin von Katzenberg.
one thing I would like to recognize before we present him to our populace is his lady was not here this evening. I am sure beyond all things that she wanted to be. She was running interference on a mundane issue which prevented her from being here tonight. But I want to make it clear. She is here with him in heart and spirit.
Lawrence, please rise. Turn around.
To the people of Artemisia, we present to you Lawrence Bacon, Master of Defense. again, everyone. We apologize for the lateness of the evening. Your Excellencies, thank you for again helping us facilitate these successions with norms, letting us troops on your day. As we conclude court, please can we get some help? Her Grace Tiana is arranging tables and chairs to be set up for feast. We need to do that as quickly as possible, if we may. Thank you again for a wonderful day. It's fantastic. Thank you all for your support.
Having no further business, hearing closes the court of their majesties.